Hello, dearie. So I was craving banana cake. I had a leftover banana, so I mashed it. And then to the mixture, I added melted butter. I added brown sugar for extra taste. I added 2 eggs, baking soda, just a teaspoon of baking soda, but you can add baking powder and baking soda, a teaspoon each of it. And then you mix the mixture properly. You can also add nutmeg powder for extra flavor. Yeah, so what I do is I make sure to start in a smaller bowl. So in a smaller bowl, I start by mashing the banana, and then I go in and then add the other ingredients required. So in a smaller bowl, I start with mashing the banana, and then I add my melted butter, and then I add sugar, I crack in my eggs, and then I add baking soda. And as I said earlier, you can add a teaspoon of baking soda and baking powder. And then I also added nutmeg powder for extra taste. Yeah. So what makes this easy is that you can, once you are done mashing the banana, you can just go in and then crack in or add in all the other ingredients and mix it up all together. And then once you are done in a smaller bowl, you transfer it into a bigger bowl. As you can see, this is a bigger bowl. And then I've already added in some all-purpose flour. That is something that is very needed. So you add the all-purpose flour to the mixture and you mix it nicely to get this kind of consistency. Yeah. And then you transfer the mixture into a microwave, or not a microwave, an oven bowl, to make sure, and then make sure that you make sure there is no bubbles in it. So you transfer it nicely into the oven bowl, and then you're going to bake this in a preheated oven at about 180 to 280 degrees for about 25 to 30 minutes. Yeah. And then you can test by using a smaller stick. If it comes out fine, then it's fully baked. And then you can slice this nicely and then add it to any beverage of your choice. Yeah. So yeah, it was a good one. Yeah, as you can see, neatly done. Yeah, banana cake.